Chief Minister Nongthombam Birane inaugurates ITI Sekmai and also lay foundation stone for 2 women's markets at Sekmai and Kanglatombi. Tourism Director W. Ibohol says initiatives are underway to construct eco-tourism destination in every assembly constituency to promote tourism in the state. Cultural workers and activists formed Manipur appoints to construct culture advisory committee to bring progress in state's culture. Absence of secretary and the controller of the Board of Secondary Education to Manipur was aimed and led to inefficient functioning of the BOSAIM office. The UK resident from Manipur who was found coronavirus positive has confirmed negative for the new coronavirus strain. Manipur reports 47 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, 1 death case in last 24 hours. Death toll remains at 364. Recovery rate stands above 97%. And single-day spike of above 20,000 active cases of COVID-19 takes India's tally above 1,395,000. Recovery rate remains at 96.36%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Prime-Timed English Bulletin and I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the top stories and latest news at this hour. In continuation of the state government's initiative to bring inclusive development in the state, Chief Minister Nongthombam Birane today inaugurated ITI Sekmai and also laid foundation stones for 2 women's market at Sekmai and Kanglatombi. The ITI inaugurated today was constructed by Manipur Tribal Development Corporation Limited under Enhancing Skills Development Infrastructure in Northeastern States (ESDI), while the implementing agency for the upcoming construction of the 2 women's market will be carried out under Manipur Police Housing Corporation Limited. Speaking at the event held at Kanglatombi, Chief Minister Nongthombam Birane lauded the responsibilities taken up by the women of the state since time immemorial to safeguard the state in various circumstances, stating that the state government has already constructed women's market in 7th Hills district under the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision for women empowerment. Nongthombam Birane assured that efforts are underway to construct 10 more women's market in valley districts. He appealed to the public to refrain from creating any disturbances during the construction so that the markets could be completely constructed within 6 months. Addressing the wildfire situation at Juko Valley, the Chief Minister asserted that central and state forces are relentlessly striving to contain the situation. He expressed immense gratitude to Union Home Minister Amit Saha for extending immediate assistance to the state's efforts to contain the inferno. Forest Minister Awangbong Niomai, MP Leisembasana Jauba, Education Minister Surukhaibam Rajend, Sekmai MLA Haikant Dingo and many MLAs, ministers and officials took part in the event.
Juko Valley, Maisakadu, helicopter, Taruk Sinavani, Marie Mana Singh, Pambuta Saira. Ani mana survey topagi adu akhoi state force chahum ma ada station topagi central government dagi NDRF kimi cham gato thari the some efforts ani personnel ensure the security can tauna we station topagi it forward latest power the except masa masu friend na ayam mai kalle ekor summary number effect away na hai do ayam mai kan mana me hai sport in power life Nasi mai sai ba juko se nasi kana nang ni baramba political party nasi juko gi baramba kari nang ni kari hai si ne sa sun taw ni Nagaland gi da helipad chema me ba guest house arga le le ba ai khoi gi na lambi ho pawram de si ne sa sun taw ni adu ga khoi yam na non jan ga politics sa ba ga mo sun de
Tourism Director W.E. Bohol, the state initiative are underway by Tourism Department to construct eco-tourism destinations at every assembly constituency to promote tourism in the state. Speaking during an exclusive interview with Impact News today, Ibohol said the department aims to develop gardened cafeteria or open-air stage at every assembly constituency. He added the project costs around 50 lakh rupees, for which 30 lakh will be produced by the tourism department and the remaining 20 lakh rupees will be contributed from the MLA Local Area Development Fund. He said the department currently has included 18 lakh rupees in the budget for the project. He also said that a detailed project report for the same has been made. W.E. Bohol said a verification of locations are still underway and Ministry of the Finance has even sanctioned for the same. He asserted that arrangements are also made to construct water amusement park in the state.
कोई स्टेट प्लान दगी पाइखली बसे कोई इबदो मार्जिन की चिंग मतोन सिदा ग्राउंड दगी G+3 जे सारगा सिगी मथक सिदा मो प्लेटफॉर्म अमा हाइरगा प्लेटफॉर्म दगी मथक तुदा फुट 75 वांगबा पोलो गी स्टेट्यू जे खिलकदोइनी मसी इंडिया गी हाइबे याय मणिपुर खक्त नतबिदा चिंग गी टॉप हिल अमदा सुमायना खिललगा लैबा मूर्ति असि अखोइसिना वांग वांगबा ओइगद्राइन खले डिपार्टमेंट गी साइड दगी मयामदा हाइजनिंग बजे गु कमिंग डेट 9 जी इंटरनेशनल फॉर्मेट ता माउ सेरी ब्लूजूम फेस्टिवल सी संगाई फेस्टिवल मतोंब तौ अदुबु हंदक्ति कोविड सिना पांगथोखिद्रे वर्चुअल सेशन नोइना इंडियन काउंसिल ऑफ कल्चरल रिसर्च रीजनल डायरेक्टर शिलोंगा खुसम नरगा अरे माउसेरी ब्लूजूम फेस्टिवल के ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमिटी तरोगा ऑर्गेनाइज तवनबा सेम साबा लोइजरे खबर दा कोई हबसरके मागी लिंक न सिंगबा मयाम सिंगदो अदु तरोगा यावबियु मसिगी फेस्टिवल से मसि ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर ना इनॉग्रेल स्पीच पीरगा मसि हौदोकरी मसिदा अंगक फंगना मणिपुर की फजबा माउगी सेरी की फजबा यंगबियु थ्रू मोबाइल दो वरबसु टीवी दो वरबसु मसि मा अपील तौनिया.
Mentioning regarding the projects which the department has already taken up, Director Ibohol said most part of the eco-tourism project taken up under Chairao Ching NLCP worth 13 crore rupees in Imphal East district has completed. He added the department aims to complete the project and inaugurate within this month. He added arrangements are also made to construct cave tourism, heritage tourism, eco-tourism complex destination in the state. He expressed firm belief that the more tourists will visit the state once the project taken up in the state are completed.
मैम हाइनबदुनी टूरिज्म जी चौखलबा कांदा मणिपुर की इकोनॉमी फगनी है कराइदा कमाई तौदना मसिगी फोकस तौगदगे हैना खोय नैनाबदा कोई रूरल टूरिज्म जी चौखलंबा अदु खलगा कोई डिपार्टमेंट सिना होम स्टे की पोसे मसी अखोय डेवलप तौरसे हैना होम स्टे गाइडलाइंस फाइनलाइज तौरबने हुजिकसी फॉरेन टूरिस्ट लाइबा टूरिस्ट में जी होटल लेबिसी लेनिंगक्तबि पोरम ले होम स्टे जी बुकिंग जी हुजिक एक्ट पाबिन हाय तारे अद मणिपुर सिदा इम्फाल मयूल सिदा होम स्टे जे कया लेते टूरिज्म प्रमोशन दि मसी याम फबा अदुगा मागी सोशो इकोनॉमी दजु ओनर ऑफ द होम स्टे जे मसी दजु फबा अदुगा ओय मसी रेस्टार्ट तौबियु अखोय की टूरिज्म की वेबसाइट ता मसी की रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्मेट लोयना मखोय अपलोड तौरगा अखोय थमजरबने वंस रजिस्टर तौखरबा अखोय योररोय मागी होम स्टे जी पिक्चर जे कोन अपलोड तौगिदोनी किचन न सिनी बाथरूम न सिनी बेडरूम न सिनी फोटो अहुमरी इंपोर्टेंट होइबसी अदु अपलोड तौरगा अदुगी कांटेक्ट नंबर दो टूरिस्ट मणिपुर लाने मी मैमना येंगा बुक अदुम तौरदोनी पैसा मागे अकाउंट अदुम संगरदौनी कोई टूरिज्म कानारो अखोय दि प्रोवाइड तौबने अखोय दि फैसिलिटेटर ने होम स्टे तौरिबा मी दुगी सुमसुम यांखलगदी टूरिज्म की प्रमोशन दा हॉस्पिटैलिटी सेक्टर सिदा यामना चावना मतेंग ओइगनी एना इ खले.
The UK returnee from Manipur who was found coronavirus positive was confirmed negative for the new coronavirus strain. The report of the sample, which was sent for genome sequencing to confirm for the new strand, came negative today. It may be mentioned that the UK returnee was tested COVID-19 positive on 26th of December. However, the sample were sent to confirm for the new coronavirus strain at NIV Pune Pune on 2nd of January. Meanwhile, the state government have been taking up strict precautionary measures on arrival of the UK returnees and those who have been on flights which have to flown through UK, as the new strain is believed to be more serious of having higher death rates. Speaking exclusively to Impact News, JANIMS Director Professor T.H. Bhimo clarified that JANIMS postgraduate pursuing students need not to worry about a disruption in their career. He said the ministry will announce recognition of the PG degree after National Medical Commission carried out inspections during practical exams and submit a report to the ministry, asserting that PG practical exams are supposed to be done in June and NMC will carry out their inspection during that time only. He assured that there is nothing to worry regarding the same.
Postgraduate degree recognized by Magi PG practical exam manunda NMC or MCI inspector laga loinamak assess only plus parikhadu bhava how it is conducted haina moi masani yengi aduga report se puraga moina NMC decision raga NMC na yare hairagadi ministry da iraga ministry na koi postgraduate degree recognized tawena hairkadoni masi university na PG exam ji hujik phawbada May gi last week the theory hauraga June gi first week natraga June 10 adai loiraga June gi numit mari mangani gap loiraga June gi second week the practical tawni June gi second week practical tawba manung sida NMC gi inspector lakadongi aduna PG Satra natraga Satrina ngasagi moigi career da shokani kotkane na tauri se yam samna hired over worried.
Speaking further, JANIMS Director Professor T.H. Bhimo clarified that there will be no disturbance in the career of JANIMS undergraduate pursuing students. He stressed on the need to give more efforts to increase another 50 MBBS seat in JANIMS. He also stressed on the need to give more than the 40 inpatients above opening of outpatient department. He assured that such will not have any effect on the previous students. Speaking regarding the issue of a JANIMS director post, JANIMS Director Professor T.H. Bhimo said that he still holds the post as per an order by government for betterment of JANIMS. He also said that he is ready to leave the post whenever deemed fit. Stating that he has been striving for the welfare of JANIMS, he assured to continue the same.
Hujik lady bus Satra MBBS ki 100 into 4 Satra Samri Sida Garim take checkle. Aduna Iquena Hujik outpatient hangaba Manung the inpatient Sida me minimum another Samri Famagadi. This is the most important factor to get recognition. Another degi akoigi Satra mayam se tambi doinina aduna OPD hangba inpatient da masagi subsana Samri sunama thamba se si important factor ni aduna NMC gi inspector lakpadagi na compliance samit tawagi last date of the 2 months 8 weeks ki matam phang government decision lauraga JANIMS fanabane hairaga aina maram oiraga JANIMS ki phatanaba natraga state ki health service da ngasai ki phatanaba haibado aina si tawoi government asiya matam khar lady sidi state government ki cabinet na decision lauraga state ki interest da pambagi JANIMS samga saukidar kumani amsang na haira government na sugumba ma NMC dagi la akoi ki matanga akoi JANIMS ki matanga in a fraction of a second, I quit my post.
Chairman of Cultural Workers and Activist Forum Manipur CWAF, Buddha Chongtham, opined that progress can be brought in culture only when government constitutes a specific culture advisory committee and takes up relevant activities. He was speaking during a press meet held prior to 3-day CWAF Festival 2021 on reconstruction of the cultural memory at Manipur Press Club today. Bulletin said the cultural festival aims to revive various extinct art forms of the state. He further questioned government on how much they have invested to revive the art forms which are associated with history of the state. He termed the failure of government to acknowledge who are striving to preserve culture as unfortunate. He added meeting on various art forms will be held on the last day of the festival.
Manipur government hygienic body cultural advisory committee advisory committee maduna work culture maron aduna Manipur gi leiriba tongan ba art ki discipline se loinamak suna khoi sida saruk yagani hojik tongan ba luptagi la response la gaujigani yawgani habase masing thana yamna le aduna aikhoina hygienic body ching tam animak leiriba cultural lupsing asida aikhoina invite tokjari adui lakliba tang tara bhausi manungda 3-day cultural festival maming na khoi kwa fest 2001 haina khangna ka doriba sida saru yabinaba January tang tara bhauda khoi ai ba serol pisin bidna kwa hafta contact bidna saru yabiu.
Failure of the government to fill the vacant post of a secretary and controller of the Board of Secondary Education at Manipur BOSEM led to inefficient functioning of BOSEM office since last year. Deputation of BOSEM former secretary Dr. Chitung Mary Thomas and controller K. Tikend ended on December 27th last year. Impact News upon visiting BOSEM office at the Babapura today. Office of secretary and controller, which takes a major role in functioning the office, remained closed. Education as director, who is also in charge of BOSEM chairman, was not present at the office due to department-related works. Visitors at the office were less as compared to previous times. Those who visit there to procure documents face inconveniences as controller and secretary posts of BOSEM are still vacant. It may be mentioned that CVSE and various other states have made preparation to conduct state board examinations. Though school remained closed due to COVID-19 this year. However, posts of BOSEM controller and secretary who are responsible for conducting state board examination are still vacant.
Double Emika Tantopula is the Inga Tare luxury of Elijah. Ado some militate Emika to Yaudo the scholarship seat hasn't been yarrow in higher Evamoina. Last did we do the Haying Tangtrakatangare. Somna can the D Haying Lakani Silakani Havuzungam dear.
Pandemic Pana Oregashu, Tangai Padana, exam C, some Maruina, Assam, the Maruina North, I am Lepsina Panina, Quigitangai Padava, the Borshigi Mapima Pau Biriba, controller, secretary, Tangai Padana, Mapam still Lehinia.
So I can laugh with Kudong Unaba Pang the Vazigi, Kitang Moi controller of examination, Gi Hanga Labazida, Katang, Kaigumama Tuna, Toning Bakanda, Chilata Vazigidi, Katan Noizade,
Maruiba, officer and Yesiam, Natumatamda, Hapanaga, Tongan Board Asida, a present of the neighbor Manipurgi, Bioya, Mafon Kudimteba, Zasing, Satressing Mayokna, Rivasing Azikara, Konaba, Sinan Janing Badu, of Masirak Saba, or Zamoina, Thompson, Tobiba, Sindai, Apintogzake.
Housing Manipur gi miyamna lenga asina school phagalan si haiba misal asigi makhada akhan aba school khara da miyeng sangduna laingai matamda Manipur gi education system asi fail oire haina ringai sarak asida asumba yamna maru oiba education sector gi posak amada ngasi phawbada lengakna miyeng sangam da asina maram oikanda khoi nahan makai miyamna hainariba posak adu chumlabra haiba si aso wahang ama oiri maram asina Hai bawa hang asi hangandan na bagi namukta Manipur lengang na koi BOSEM gi controller na traga secretary si ano boy na tharak puran mamang da lairamba sing adu koi ngau na extend to ba ma karam na hen phagada bagi hai ba du lengang na khalla kanda thabak to ba ma sangi loina na BOSEM gi sapsa ba full time oiba chairman ama su mathau tari Impact News ki da camera person el kabi ga loina na miam da pawdam jari bai sailam su BOSEM office
Irish students of Dhanamanjuri University of Arts carried out a protest demonstration today demanding to solve the prevailing conflicts between the state government, relevant departments and teachers at the earliest. Taking part in the protest carried out in front of Dhanamanjuri University of Arts Gate, Students' Unions, Debate and Extension Secretary Suraj Takhelmayum condemned that the prevailing conflict has disrupted the educational atmosphere of the student. He demanded to solve the prevailing conflict within 11th of January, else warned that the students will launch intense agitations. The General Secretary also warned the state government and authorities concerned to bear all responsibility for any untoward incidents.
Dhanamanjuri University Thengnariba akhoi crisis mayam sina hai tare student singbu victim ohenba date 3 da akhoi college gi principal asina date 4 dagi online classes sing tawnaba order thokro matungda oja sing gi leinariba conflict sina akhoi classing si tawidana leiba habsi student bu victimize tawune hana logjai aduna asigum ba thong asibu chhatra gi khanbi duna hai tare chhatri khanbi duna akhoi basic need oiriba class si fawdang di tawiu matam kaya mamang da pandemic asina maram oiduna classing kaya amadi academic activities kaya ama block tawduna lairaba matungda asigumba class hawbagi relaxation khitang lakma matam sida oja singa amadi government single lainariba issue sina chhatra singbu victimize tawbusi honbiganu aduga karigumba akhoi date 11 fawgi manungda government amadi oja singi marakta resolution proktuna akhoi class makha tana tawi daba taragadi akhoi gi khoisa norba chhatra singna thangjilakpa khongthang khudingda makhan makha khaya gi education tawbuda masigi responsibility authority amadi masigi mai lainaba authority singna daita pujagadam.
Kangleipa Kanbalupt Manipur condemned government for failing to take action against COSEM, the chairman Eld Mahendra and his team even after exposing his illegal proceedings. The organization further questioned if war on corruption has no impact in the state. AMSU District Committee Jiribam informed that those private schools in Jiribam which hike tuition fees from students in defiance of the order issued by the state government have agreed to return the excess amount to the parents of the students. Speaking to media at AMSU District Committee Jiribam office today, Secretary General of the committee, Porex said that members of the committee held a meet with the authorities of the schools yesterday to resolve the issue. Irawat Foundation Manipur urged the state government to recruit employees for State Agriculture Department as part of its many steps to make the state self-reliant. Press release from the foundation further appealed to the state government to carry out the recruitment process in a transparent manner. To ensure free movement of traffic in and around Infald, a meeting of a Traffic Regulation and Parking Committee TRPC of Imphal East and Imphal West districts was held today at the conference hall of the Secretariat South Block Imphal. Transport Minister Vungsagint Velte chaired the meeting. Officials of various departments expressed their opinions, suggestions and measures to reduce the traffic congestions in the city. Altogether, 16 agendas were discussed in the meet, seeking cooperation and suggestions from all stakeholders and civil society. Minister Vungsagint Velte described traffic management as a huge challenge, especially in view of long-term transport system that is being executed in the capital cities and major towns. He instructed the committee explore the introductions of the private players to provide parking spaces in the city. He also asked the officials concerned for strict enforcement of the existing bylaws, norms and regulations of the government to tackle the traffic issues in Infalt. Additional, the Chief Secretary Transport P. Wi-Fi, K. Jayanta, IGP John Mund, IMC Municipal Commissioner K. Chandrakumar, Chief Town Planner Y. Narmada, Director of Transport Drs. Nivedita Larenlakpand and representatives of Traffic Police, Mahut, PWD and PDA took part in the meet. Indian Psychiatric Society held its Foundation Day in Manipur for the first time at the Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, a Secretary Department today. Indian Psychiatric Society Manipur State Branch and RIMS Secretary Department jointly organized the event on mental health matters. Speaking on the occasion, Head of Department of RIMS Secretary Department, Dr. R.K. Lenin, said Indian Psychiatric Society was established on the January 7, 1947 at New Delhi. However, Society Foundation Day is being held in Manipur for the first time. He stressed on the benefits of keeping mind healthy on body. Head of Department of JNIMS Secretary Department, Dr. K. Santibala, and the President of Indian Psychiatric Society Manipur State Branch, Dr. S. Manikanta, urged people to refrain from negative thoughts and ideas and focus on the positive ones and maintain a good mental health.
However wealthy you are, however physically strong you are, however high status you have achieved, without mental health, you will not be able to enjoy your life. Without mental health, there is no health. So, mental health matters.
Psychiatry is dealing with something, the life of the person, that putting the thought and the wakal mayam si dil to bani. No mathawai nuai te, pau nuai te batai. COVID ki matam se nuai te ba pau mayam tai khangna chana ba lei hida ba yauri pen de ba mayam khoi du su phau ba adum ba mayam shi negative and positive se kamai dil to ni shi roi da khang ba ngam ba appropriate oi ba khoi mood se express to ba ngam ba handle to ba ngam ba shimba mayam se shi bu ne khoi good mental health mi ga tin ba ya ba nung shi na ba ade relationship se phajana provide to ba maintenance shi bu ne khoi good mental health and high receive.
United People's Front UPF Manipur announced its 187th death anniversary of the Manipur King Chinglind Nongdren Khomba will be observed at National Reconsolidating Day 2021 on January 9th. Press release from the UPF said that the observance will be held at Lamyanba Shanglind in Palace Compound. Manipur has reported 47 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 1 death in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 28,531 and recovered cases have reached 27,677. Active cases have reduced to 490. In the last 24 hours, one coronavirus infected patient, a 92-year-old man from Churachandpur district, passed away at District Hospital Churachandpur. With this, death toll has reached 364. On the positive note, 35 people were discharged in the past 24 hours. State's recovery rate reaches 97%. Out of the newly infected persons, 44 persons are from the general population and 3 are personnel of Central Armed Police Forces. Newly infected persons from the general population are 27 from Imphal West, 11 from Imphal East, 2 from Chandal district and 1 each from Vishnupur, Churachandpur, None and Ukhrul district. All are locals without any significant travel history. All the necessary medicinal precautionary measures like containment and contact tracing are underway. For mental health support, public may call Manipur Mental Helpline number 104 between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Joint Director of Veterinary Department Thoubal, R.K. Kogendrajit, said strict measures have been taken up to control the spread of African swine fever on pigs at Salungpham in the Thoubal district. Speaking to media at his office today, the Joint Director said there was a report that 70 pigs have died in a piggery farmed in Salungpham, following which the department collected samples on 3rd of December last year and have reported it to the Director of Veterinary Department. He said that the samples have been confirmed as African swine fever after the State Disease Laboratory sent the samples to a lab in Bhopal for testing. He said that a radius of 1 kilometer from the Cyrus multiple farm, which is the epicenter of the fever, has been bounded as infected zone and surveillance process is underway.
African swine fever high laina asi miyoi beda nadaba non zoonotic oiba aduga mi yakchang sokta laina amani serous multi farming hariba salumpham da leiriba farm sing epicenter oiraga sidagi 0 dagi 1 kilometer sina koina infected zone ni lawre 1 kilometer dagi 9 kilometer ama surveillance zone ni lawre adugi beyond sina koi free zone na ana ahin tin khak tagi moina field salaga report lawri aduga daily gi report koi dc da amadi directorate thagali.
Members of the Manipur dog lovers along with Dr. Sarat of veterinary hospitals today administered vaccines to pet dogs and cats of the Commando Complex family line at Minathong in Imphal West District. The vaccination drive was carried out following reports of a rabies case in the Commando Complex. Speaking on the sidelines, the Secretary of the Manipur Dog Lovers, Nauba, said that around 10 feline and canines were vaccinated during the drive. He assured to continue the vaccination drive. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Ichabu mahitam hanba haibasi mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudoni. Slopland Public School, biggest and the finest residential school, Manipur gi oina lemjuningai oiraba, mahei tampam ama oiriba, khwaidigi junaraba maphamda semgatlaba, CBSE the affiliate toba higher secondary school oiri. Icha singbu admission tawidana mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudol oibiu, icha gi phazabalam chat sajat ki ahongbadu ubiu, Slopland Public School Khongjom.
Panthubi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, specified as a financial institution by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India under SURFACE Act 2002. First license holder public limited housing finance company in the entire northeastern region of India, completed its 15 years of service. Provides home loan with a subsidy amount up to rupees 2.67 lakh under PMAY credit linked subsidy scheme, PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Government or private employees, businessmen can apply. For more details, kindly contact Panthubi Housing Finance Company Limited or reporter Mamlaikai Imphal.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India's COVID-19 tally has reached 1,395,278 with 20,346 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. On the positive note, India's active COVID-19 cases have come down to 2,28,083 in the last 24 hours, rising the recovered cases to 1,16,859. Country's recovery rate stands at 96.36%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,50,336. Kerala has the highest infection of above 65,000 active cases, followed by Maharashtra with above 51,000 active cases. Globally, coronavirus has infected nearly 8,77,68,000 people. Above 1,08,93,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 6,32,61,000. United States of America has the highest infection of above 84,63,000 active cases in the world, followed by India and Brazil, while China, from where the pandemic started, stands at 82nd position with 485 active cases of COVID-19. All Tribal Rights Protection Forum to Manipur has withdrawn its proposed ban on the two national highways against a failure to conduct Autonomous District Council ADC election. Members of the forum also demand that the immediate and unconditional release of the 4 arrested leaders of the forum at the earliest. Speaking to media at Julalen in Imphal East today, Legal Secretary of the forum, Aaron Kaishing, asserted that the proposed ban was not called against the state government but an endeavor to form a concrete local body governance solely for the public's welfare. He said that the forum resolved to withdraw the band following public's appeal. He urged to the authorities concerned to release the president, secretary and 2 leaders of the forum who were arrested by the police at the earliest.
ADC के term से 2020 के मेरे लोइबने मोइना 6 months extend हो रहे गवर्नमेंट ना extend हो रहा date 30 द लोइबने November की date 27 द High Court of Manipur ना ADC के term से extend हो रहे है ना order मा ताबने तो को order तो comply तो दिबी द state government ना supersede हो रहे है ना ADC से लोइना dissolve तो करे अखोई ना है बिसी ना election की notice थोक के थोक रोए है रगा court के order तो comply तो रगा मोए term द extend हो रो है ना अखोई की demand से अखोई की grievances तो अखोई government ना ता ना बाहे ना अखोई ना पांडव ने है ना ने अतो गवर्नमेंट ने यादबनी ना अखोई विथड्रॉ तौरे अखोई पानसे अखोई की लीडर सिंह खरा मी अहुम रमरी रमोय फारग लेरे अदुना पानसी विथड्रॉ तौरबनी ना हुजी जी केस लेद्रे गवर्नमेंट अगेंस्ट द चटपनते अखोई की लोकल गवर्नेंस से हेना फानवा अखोई जो खलगा तौबने इंटरेक्ट हाय रेदे अखोई गवर्नमेंट के सपोर्ट तौने अना गवर्नमेंट ने यादबनी ना अखोई विथड्रॉ तौरे अखोई पान तौरोय अखोई की गवर्नमेंट ना अखोई बु खरा नुसिबिरगा लोकअप द लेबदो खरा थातोक बिरो है
Pradhan of the Whitehorn Gram Panchayat, P. Surbala, said existence of local bodies seems to be useless as some officials have been providing housing loans under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin PMAYG scheme based on reports gathered from social media. She was speaking to media during inspection visits to deplorable houses at the Panchayat which were included in the list of the scheme in 2018. Some families are even taking shelter at the waiting sheds of the locality. P. Shurvala said a list of 554 deplorable houses of the Gram Panchayat was submitted to the relevant officials as additional priority to construct houses after a resolution taken at the Gram Sabha of the Whitehorn Gram Panchayat. She lamented that officials failed to look into the list until a house which is included in the list was seen on social media. The officials of Imphal East District Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin PMAYG scheme came to the house and assured to start construction. She questioned the authorities concerned if selections of the beneficiaries for the scheme is being conducted through social media. She appealed not to continue such actions which can mislead the local bodies to the public. She also appealed to look into the list of 554 houses submitted by the Gram Sabha at the earliest.
Yamna wana beneficiaries indegi haukiba 2018 degi ngasi phawwa si beneficiary list chawnga ga yankhai ga mari thaki base ekoine yumthong degi magi beneficiary dugi photograph pata adhana singba lauki base ngasi di ekoi si mayam dugi manung di amakha tharani haiba asina ekoi gram panchayat ta leriba pradhan amasung member sing si miyam no huran boina ekoi unana bagi masak amasu oire social media dabu mantri mandol natraga social worker singna MLA singna hakta puthora agadi official singna hakta thawai yawa gram panchayat asuk yamna thawai yauzariba koina implement government ki instruction matungina tawzariba akoi sibuna huran boina uhan bagi masak asi government na khara hena punung sanction bire haraga Whitehorn gram panchayat na thajariba additional list sawnga ga yankhai mari asi amuktang miyang sangbina ba punung sinsinjari.
Joint Action Committee formed against burning of Fushamd Mohammed Themba's house demanded authorities concerned to arrest accused Bogi Mayumd Nur Hashand within 24 hours. It may be mentioned that accused Nur Hashand allegedly burned down the house of Fushamd Mohammed Themba from Mayang Imphal Bangun Maning Yangbi Laikai on 5th of December. Speaking to media during a press meet held at Manipur Press Club today, Joint Action Committee's convener Mohammad Boyai warned of intense agitations if authorities concerned fail to nab the accused within 24 hours. He termed failure of the police to arrest Nur Hashan till dead as unfortunate. Attending the press meet, Finance Secretary of the Manipur Muslim Welfare Organization MMWO Chesabamd Achoba said Nur Hassan was accused of abducting a girl on December 20 last year. He appealed to family members of Nur Hassan not to hide him. He appealed to those concerned to punish those who are responsible for burning down of houses. He added, MMWO will extend solidarity to every initiatives of the JAC.
Mamang thogiba thodok kaya da senakraba amadi ngasi thogiba thodok asi dasu bugimem Nurasan Elias Imran asi ngasi fawba phaba ngomdaba asi police department gi mingchat thiningai oraba yamna lebak thiba thodok amani makhatana police department na ngasi dagi pung kunmari gi manungda geng khubu bu sing phagatuna matik chaba dandi bibiu karigumba jesina biriba akaknaba batam asigi manungda mari leinaba department singna equipment oriba misak asibu haduna dandi biba ngamdrabadi mathang thaba mikuptagi jesina chakhilaba khongyang singda di pajamiyam nasu sogotbi.
Joint Action Committee for Justice demand on Kanku Petha volunteers a pamphlet and arrested 4 persons by the police carried on protest demonstration against arrest of the 4 individuals under charges of NSA and various others act. The JAC also condemned a search by police to arrest advisor of Naga Students Union Chandal and 2 other people. Speaking to media, JAC convener L.H. Preet appealed authorities concerned to release the 4 individuals who were arrested for circulating articles of Kanku Petha volunteers KPV at Chakpikarong, which is mainly inhabited by Anal community, in November last year. He also urged police to stop their search act. He termed the KPV pamphlet, which rebuked annulled civil bodies, politicians and the chief minister, as unfortunate. He added the KPV pamphlets acted as obstructions to various civil bodies and their works. He appealed the relevant departments to look into the matter at the earliest.
KPV gi asi pamphlet se kanana chathanbra circulate tawbra kanana mingse pikhatbra haiba gi sisu mayam gi aikhoi su khangning badu leye khangjanenge aduga khangninge thidokninge asigi mayam gi damak sida aduna huji phaba mayam khoise leader mayam moi masa masa gi leader mayam punabuni punaba sida maran henjin na season raga asum haina tawbi base nungaite thuna thadu pikro haibase mayam gi trap da haijani.
A combined team of Technopole District Police, NAB, District Administration, Horticulture Department and Forest Department has destroyed illegal poppy plantation and around 35 acres of land along Falbung Hill Range under Technopole Police Station. The team was led by Technopole District SP DH Vikramjeet, NAB SP W Basu, Additional SP NAB, Additional SP Operations More, OC Technopole Police Station, OC NAB Police Station, SDO Technopole, and FIR regarding the destruction has been taken up at Technopole Police Station.
War against ki kongjing amoina Technopole district ki mafam singda hauba poppy plantation ki destruction drive ngasi chathaki ngasi chathariba mafam asina Falbung Hill Range ki mapa singdani ngasi chawrang yanthaki basi chawrang ekar kunthra mangarum gi area waigani ngasi participate tawyo team chingdi Technopole district police NAB forest department district administration amsung horticulture ki team ching yauki.
Imphal West District Commander seized Indian-made foreign liquors and arrested 3 persons from 2 Tata trucks yesterday. The arrested persons are Pukrambam Ajit from the Hoja Dubalong Lekai, Assam, Longjam Jackson from the Maharabi Makhalekai, and Po Jonbo Chawang from the Dimapur United North Colony. Impact News sources said the persons were arrested from an area in Imphal West. The seized items are 80 boxes of the 500 ml Kingfisher can beer, 40 boxes of 750 ml McDowell's, 85 boxes of 180 ml McDowell's, 25 boxes of 750 ml All Monk, 45 boxes of 375 ml All Monk, 53 boxes of 180 ml All Monk, 79 boxes of 500 ml Chubok can beer, 50 boxes of 750 ml OC Blue, 9 boxes boxes of 375 ml OC Blue and 35 boxes of 180 ml OC Blue. The seized items, along with the arrested persons and the 2 Tata trucks, were handed over to Excise Department, Lamphel. A team of narcotic cell Imphal East, along with YADA member, arrested a man in possession of 14 grams of contraband heroin number 4 powder yesterday. The arrested man is 31-year-old Nongmai Them Benshan, son of N. Birain from Kaesangthong, Hodam Leirak. The team led by narcotic cell Imphal East ASI Muhammad Ajad under the overall supervision of Lamlai SDPO KS Ravi Kumar, IPS and Narcotic Cell Imphal East OCKH Deb Kumar arrested Benshan during a frisking operation at Khongman Mangjil. He has been handed over to OC Irilbung Police Station for further interrogation. People continue to hold protest demonstration against the acquittal of the former ADC Chandal chairman Luke Hosei Joe in the controversial 2018 multi-crore drug case. Members of Wabagai Awang Lekai Women Development Organization and CADA jointly staged a sit-in at Wabagai Awang Lekai in Kakching district today. Various slogans were chanted during the protests. Proscribed National Revolutionary Front Manipur NRFM observed its 9th Foundation Day today. Press release from the NRFM mentioned that the outfit's central executive organized the celebration at its central headquarters, where NRFM chairman Malia Konthaujam hoisted the outfit's flag, and outfit members observed 2-minute silence in tribute to late members. Old Manipur Nupi Marub held its 81st Foundation Day at Irawat Bhavan, BT Road today. Speaking at the event, spokespersons lamented over failure to pass Women's Reservation Bill, which will bring 33% reservation for women in governance. The spokespersons also asserted that refraining of the women from politics will never attain the equal rights for men and women. Mayang Imphal MLA cum Deputy Speaker of the Manipur Legislative Assembly Kongkham Ravindro accorded a warm welcome to the new members of the BJP Mayang Imphal constituency today. The new entrants are 11 Muslim families of the polling station 23 by 26 Uchiwa Wangbald Awang Lekai of the constituency. BJP Mayang Imphal Mandal BJP Minority Morcha Imphal West also expressed happiness over them joining the BJP. Two books entitled Maitei Irol Iek and Lai Kundil Lalupki Sugaiba Warolds, written by Maibam Tomba Kumand, were released during an event held at Maitei Shanglend Wangkai Thambal Kong today. Maibam Tomba Kumand spoke about the book at the event organized by Maitei Marup Leipak, Manipur. Now the news from the world of sports. Third Test match between India and Australia were concluded with only 55 overs on the first day today due to inclement weather. In today's match, played as a part of ICC World Test Championship at Sydney Cricket Ground, Australia won the toss and chose batting first. Australia scored 166 runs with 2 wickets in the first inning. Australia's M. Labus Changne and W. Pokovsky scored 67 and 66 runs respectively in the inning. Indian bowler Mohammad Siraj and the debut player in the championship Navdev Shaini took 1 wicket each. In the series of the 4 test match, the two countries have won 1 test match each. Australia will continue its batting tomorrow morning at 5. Fourth state-leveled 7th A-side men's open football tournament of Uchiwagram Panchayat Pradhan Trophy will be held at the playground of Ibudhau Ikop Ningthau Maru Nongshaba starting January 15th. The press release further notified interested clubs and organizations to get their forms within January 12th. Indian women hockey team will play 8 matches with Argentina. The team of 25 women players who have been training at Bengaluru Sai Center for a long time will be playing the match in Argentina ahead of the Tokyo Summer Olympics. The team will play 2 matches each with the junior team of Argentina and Argentina Team B on January 17, 19, 22 and 24 respectively. The remaining 4 matches will be played with the national team of Argentina on January 26, 28, 30 and 31. Manipuri players Ningold Sushila Chanu Pukrambam will be the midfielder and the Buchi Devi Kuraibam will be the goalkeeper of the Indian team. Meanwhile, the men's hockey team will continue their training session at the Bengaluru Sai Center as their multinational summer series to be played in the Cape Town of South Africa have been cancelled due to the rising number of COVID-19 positive cases in Western Cape, South Africa. Athletic Association of the Manipur informed that an online coach education program exclusively for Level 1 physical education teacher, parents, coaches and ex-athletes will be held from the 6th till 11th of February. The program will be under the aegis of Athletics Federation of India. The minimum academic qualification required is matriculation. The education program will be followed by an online exam on 3rd week of February. Interested candidate may obtain further details from the association office at Imphal Polo Ground within the 31st of January. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Northam Biren inaugurates ITI Sekmai and also lay foundation stone for 2 women's market at Sekmai and Kanglatombi. Tourism Director W. Ivohol says initiatives are underway to construct eco-tourism destinations at every assembly constituency to promote tourism in the state. Cultural workers and activists forum to Manipur appoint to constitute culture advisory committee to bring progress in state's culture. Absence of a secretary and the controller of the Board of Secondary Education to Manipur, BOSEM, led the inefficient functioning of BOSEM office. The UK returnee from Manipur who was found coronavirus positive has confirmed negative for the new coronavirus strain. Manipur reports 47 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, 1 dead case in last 24 hours. Death toll remains at 364. Recovery rate stands above 97%. And single-day spike of above 20,000 active cases of COVID-19 takes India's tally above 1,395,000. Recovery rate remains at 96.36%. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and always stay safe.